Today we continue on in Romans chapter 13, looking at verses 8 through 10. Now we covered 8 yesterday, but it ties into what I want to cover today. And that is, Paul goes over love 3 times in these little 3 verses. First of all, in verse 8, he says to love one another. Well, Jesus said that by this people will know you're my disciples because you love one another. John 13:35. Then Paul says all the commands. Don't commit adultery. Don't murder. Don't steal. Don't covet. All wrapped up in love your neighbor as yourself. Then he says love is not harmful. Love doesn't do any harm. And so we are to love our neighbor as ourselves. And I want to cover 2 things with that. First of all, the commandments aren't really needed if we love our neighbor. I'm not going to go, this sounds kind of crass, but the Bible says it, so let's just cover it. I'm not going to commit adultery with my neighbor's wife if I love my neighbor. I'm not going to go murder my neighbor. That's actually probably worse, but doesn't sound as bad. I'm not going to murder my neighbor if I love my neighbor. I'm not going to steal from my neighbor if I love my neighbor. And I'm not going to covet my neighbor's stuff if I love my neighbor. You get the point. The point is love, and it's more than a feeling, it's an action. Love is, let me do for you what I can because of my commitment to you. We're committed to that person above ourselves. There's no harm in love. We're not going to be harmful to our neighbor if we love them. Now, all right, so who is our neighbor? Jesus was asked this question, and he told the story of the Good Samaritan. And so we commonly think, well, you know, our neighbor is that guy way off up there that is homeless and doesn't have a place to sleep, and I guess that's one and the same. But that person who's down on their luck. No. You know what? My neighbor's right next door. My neighbor is Ashley next door, and Jean and Michelle next door, and used to be Amber on the next side, and down the way, the people that just had the baby whose names just escape me right now, those are our neighbors. And so my neighbors across the street, I know them. And my point is this. We're called to love and be good to the people that live right next door to us. Crystal and Matt are the people down here. Sorry, that just had to come out. I just was going to stop until that came out. So we know our neighbors. We get to know them. We do for them as we can. We fellowship with them. We have fun with them. We develop relationships with them. That's what the Bible's talking about here when it says love your neighbor. It's not talking about that guy that, you know, hadn't had anything to eat in a couple of days. Yeah, we have a responsibility to them, but love your neighbor means love the people that you live around. Love the people that you live around and you come in contact with every day. And remember, love is a verb. I demonstrate love. I don't feel love. Sometimes I demonstrate love when I don't feel love, you know, just to be transparent. But the Bible commands us to love our neighbors. If we love our neighbor and we're good to our neighbor, we're never going to harm them at all. All those other laws and all those other rules that are written down, don't really need them. This one will take care of it all. Want to read the whole devotional? Go to the link at the bottom of the page, and we'll see you tomorrow.